It's the Friday Footy Show, brought to you by Intersport Darwin.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Friday Footy Show presented by Intersport Darwin. Today, I'm joined by Spartans player coach Chris Smith. How are you today, Smithy?
Good, thanks Levi. Thanks very much for having me.
No worries, mate. Thanks for being here. Appreciate your time. We're going to show the Div 2 boys a bit of love today, so let's get straight into it. So this year, mate, you've taken on the playing coach role with the Spartos. What was kind of the choice behind that decision? What made you want to coach?
Yeah, look, there was an opportunity there, obviously, from last year. So it was a case of I wasn't sure whether I was actually going to be pulling on the boots due to some injuries. So I thought I still obviously wanted to be involved in the club, and I'd done a little bit of coaching before, so it was a chance to take the reins and obviously try and get the blokes to go one better.
So, mate, you bring a wealth of knowledge from your Freo playing days and Thunder playing days. So what was kind of the general message so far for the Spartos boys to maybe go one better this year?
Yeah, look, it was about, we've always had a really good culture down at the club, but it was about trying to introduce what we actually wanted our brand of football to be. So establish that and keep that continuity week to week, and make sure that we're ticking all the boxes. And as I said, once we get to finals, making sure we go those extra few steps.
Div 2 is not as casual as they say, is it, mate?
No, absolutely. It's sort of gone up a few steps the last couple of years, so try and stay ahead of the game and stay ahead of those teams that are chasing us.
Nice, mate. And 7 rounds in, who have been some of the standout players in your eyes?
Yeah, look, probably our captain, Pricey. He's really first year captain, and he's really taken on the role really well. Aaron Isaac is a new player to the club this year, playing off half back. And then the usual suspects, Robert Goldsmith down at full forward. So, but we've really got a next man up mentality at the club. So we obviously have a bit of a high turnover with blokes missing. So everyone's ready just to step up when need be and fill that void.
Had the loss to Jabiru last week. Had a bit of a comeback there, but couldn't get over the line. This week, though, you reckon you can get the win against the Pints?
Yeah, look, mate, we're obviously looking to bounce back. Obviously, it was a bit of a disappointing loss last week, but I think we've got the processes in place this week, and it'll be a good game out at TIO2 and hopefully come away with the win.
Righto, Smithy, let's get into our Div 2 tips for round 8. First up, it's a no-brainer. The Sparto boys taking on the Pints, TIO2, 4:30 Saturday. Got to tip yourself. Yeah,
absolutely. So as I said, looking to bounce back. So yeah, the boys should do a good job out there and come away with the win.
Waratah taking on the Palmo boys. Gardens Oval 2, 1 PM Sunday.
Look, I think I'll tip Waratahs, so they're always a fairly well-tuned outfit.
Bombers, they're going to face the Uni Rats Sunday, 2 PM at TIO2.
Yeah, hard to go past Jabiru in that one.
Really strong. Tracy Village and the Sharks, 2 PM on TIO1.
Yeah, look, Tracy Village had a 1-point win last week, so I think they'll follow that on and have their second win of the season.
And then finally, Districts and Banks, 2:30 PM, Nornbuild Oval.
Yeah, look, I think Banks will probably be too strong in that one.
Well, Smithy, play the round. It's back each week. Couple of good contestants in the mix this week. Do you want to tell us our round 7 winner?
Absolutely, mate, with pleasure. This week's winning play is Jake Best from the Tiwi Bombers Football Club for his mark and goal against the Tars. Jake will take home a $100 voucher thanks to Intersport.
Nice, Jakey. I think he kicked 7 all up that game, mate, and not a bad performance.
No, absolutely. It's a bit of a day out, yeah.
Anyway, mate, that's all the time we have today. Thanks heaps for yours. Good luck this week against the Pints. See if the Sparto boys can turn it around, and say g'day to the boys for me.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having you back whenever you're back on the park.
Soon, mate. Soon. Well, a big thanks to Chris Smith from the Nightcliff Spartans Footy Club for his time today. Round 8 gets underway tonight with the Crocs taking on the Magpies here at TIO at 7:30. So don't forget to get your tips in, tipping.aflnt.com.au. That's it for another edition of the Footy Show. Thanks for your company. We'll see you next week.
Have you entered your footy tips yet? There's great prizes to be won. Brought to you by Intersport Darwin.